And further on page 53, we have an interesting mention of a conversion to what science was once used for and now what it's used for today. So it used to be in the past that inquiry was what he calls the science for understanding. So we're looking to understand the world. At the time, people were very religious, so people were looking to discover how God created everything and the elegance of creation of various things, living beings or rock formations or things like that. We were just curious about how these things are and what they are. But at some point in around the Enlightenment era, he says that the science for understanding changed into the science for manipulation. And he also then quotes, the purpose of this would be power. And then if he quotes Francis Bacon, knowledge itself is power. And then on the next page, he says, science for manipulation tends almost inevitably to advance from the manipulation of nature to that of people. And that's an interesting point because we know that science, at least in the 20th century, was eventually then used to alter public policy. And they brought in the experts, and perhaps the height of all this was the Soviet Union, the rule of experts. They brought in the experts to devise a plan for everyone, all very top down, and it was believed that the experts could design society in every way. And the argument was kind of back to the Plato argument that, well, why wouldn't you want a shipbuilder making all the ships? Why wouldn't you want a shoemaker making all the shoes? And of course, why wouldn't you want a politician, an expert politician, ruling over everyone? The philosopher kings, of course. And so science was believed to be an ultimate authority, just like religion was at one time. And if you were against science, then you were just an idiot. And that's a little bit happening today with global warming, for example. People who are against global warming are considered anti-science, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's an interesting turn in that at one time science was used for liberation of the person. So it was a liberal education. The things that you would know would help you in life. But now science and inquiry had become a tool used to manipulate people, to manipulate and design society as at the opposition of the average person. And science or the experts was also a exclusive thing. It's not as if everyone could be educated in everything, that we have only specialists that know certain things and they are to rule over everybody else and what they know.